everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I'm Hamna Smiling. It's very nice to meet you. And today we're going to talk about self-growth. But first, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel down below and do it. Do it right now. Do it. Do it. Okay, now let's get into it. So I believe there are 5 types of self-growth: spiritual, mental, emotional, social, and physical. Today we're going to talk about mental and emotional, which I believe is kind of the same thing. First things first, let me put it out there. People are cruel. No matter how nice you are, no matter how respectful you are, no matter how generous you are, no matter how down to earth you are, people are going to be cruel to you. That's the reality of the world. And I'm not saying that everyone is cruel, but sometimes people can be. You will hardly find a person who will say that, oh, I've never seen a person who's ever cruel to me or who's ever mean to me. Everyone has been through it. And I'm not saying that I'm a very nice person. I've been mean to people. I've been disrespectful to people. No one can be 100% positive, for sure. So I'm not going to stand here and say that I've never been mean to anybody. Of course I have. Of course you have. But we also know that where those things are coming from, what made me do it. So not everyone is entirely a bad person if they've ever been mean to you. Everyone goes through shit, everyone react to it in a different way. So all we can do is forgive for our own being, for our own well-being. And that's when the growth part comes in. I've also seen people who are like, oh, he did that to me, that's why I hate him. Hate is an extremely strong word. You are not impacting him by hating him, you are impacting yourself by hating him. You have put so much negative energy into it that all your vibe is now negative. You have to let go of things for your own well-being, for your own positive mind. You really need to surround yourself with positivity. If that person did shit to you, the bad karma is gonna get to them one way or another. And I'm 100%, 1000% legit believer of that. That karma hits you so bad, you won't even know where it's coming from, but it's gonna hit you. So if anyone has done bad to you, I'm not saying be friends with them again, be like chill, bro, yo. I'm not saying that. Maintain your safe space, maintain your distance with them. They did something bad to you, and now you need to, be away from them. That's good for your mental health. But be purposely mean to them. You're being exactly like them. You are doing exactly the thing they did to you. You are so in that thought process that you don't even realize when you really do become a mean person. It's a whole cycle. Someone's been mean to you, you've been mean to someone else, and they remember that, and then they be mean to someone else. It's the whole cycle, and we need to break that cycle. I was an extremely mean person. Some of that part is still with me. I believe that. I'm extremely rude sometimes, I'm extremely blunt sometimes, I'm extremely shallow sometimes. But what we can do is we can change that and grow from it. That's what I mean by growth. That, you don't need to change yourself for anyone. You need to change it for your well being. I'm the girl who hates change. By change, I mean everything. I don't need a little bit of change. Even my room, I want my room, I want my space. I don't ever want to change that. I don't want to go places and stay at people's house just because I won't have my room. That's how much I hate change, even for a day, on such small things that I am not even willing to compromise on anything because, that would be a change. But we do have to realize that it is utmost important for our well being. Things that you couldn't even fathom 5 years ago, you are now doing that shit. For example, I used to be the person who used to think that, oh my god, I never wanna live alone. I can never stay away from my family. I don't love the change. It's gonna make a big impact in my life, and I don't ever want to be alone. My biggest fear is being alone. It was me even 1 year ago. But now I'm like, I would love to live alone, and I would love to explore life, and I would love to see even if I'm capable of living alone. Just like that, the thought process changed. With time, we kind of adapt to it. There are things that you thought you would never do and you would never say to someone else, and you did said it. Thousands of times that we have done some things and we are like, oh my god, I can't believe that I did that. But we do. Look at yourself 5 years ago and now. You have grown a lot. I used to be extremely immature. I'm not going to say that I'm mature now, but I used to be extremely immature. Nobody could get in my way, or else I'm going to be extremely rude and I'm going to be extremely uh, mean to you. But now I have an understanding and I know where people are coming from. I can be extremely territorial. So, when there's someone in my space and there's someone in my home, I can get extremely territorial, and I was like, whatever, like this, I'm gonna stay like this. Nobody can say nothing to me. Since I'm also the youngest child and the spoiled one, I have been like this all my life. But now I thought it was an earthquake. I was just moving too much. But yeah, now I know because in Pakistan we all live in, a joint family system and everything. And I'm the youngest child. I'm extremely territorial. I'm extremely opposed to the change, and I really don't like the change. So, when both of my brothers got married, I was extremely territorial. I was, because my home is my safe space. I was in a very dark phase emotionally when they got married. So, and I was like, I don't want to go out of my house. So, this house, the people in it are my safe space. So, when they came in my family, I was like extremely territorial, and I didn't know what was happening to me. I didn't know why am I being like that, and that created a lot of issues for me. It's like, now these two strangers are living in my home, and this is not my safe space anymore. But that was all in my mind. It's like, what, it's been 7 years almost now, and now I am starting to realize that, it's not like that. It's their home, they can live in it. It's as much as their house as it is mine, and they are my people. They're extremely loving and all, but I was extremely territorial and I couldn't adapt to that change and I couldn't grow. I was like, this is my thing, this is my home, this is gonna stay my home. So, stay in your lane. But that was my wrong approach. So growth is extremely important, not for them, but for me and for my well-being, for my peace of mind. Growth is extremely important. And well, I was, 16, 17 at that time, and I was going through a lot mentally. So, that was my best defense that this is my home. I don't know what was I doing. But now it's all chill, it's all cool. It's more their home than it is mine. Because I have to get married and I have to move out, and it's like, I'm not gonna stand here and say that, oh, I have changed, now it's your turn to change. I haven't. I haven't. I'm just telling you that let us grow together. There are some things that you are not ready for, but life teaches you. And when you open up yourself to things, is extremely amazing. That's what growth is. That's how you grow up. That's how you open up to things. Someone has done bad to you. I'm not saying that be mean to them. Yeah, cut them out of your life. Just be at the safe distance. But if they're being mean to you, that does not mean that you have to be mean to them. Yeah, you have to protect yourself from them. I want my peace. I want my safe space. I want the people who are positive and they try to keep me positive. That sort of people I want in my life, and I'm all about forgive now. I didn't used to be that person. I'm always like, revenge is the best medicine, and I always am like a revenge person. I always was a revenge person, that this person has done this to me and now I have to, make them pay. But I'm not that anymore. What it did is just ruined my peace of mind, and it wasn't good for anybody. You know? So I learned that, the karma is gonna get to them, and the karma is when I get to them. Don't you worry. I've seen it happening to people who have done me wrong. So I'm like, I have dealt with you. I'm done with you. I'm gonna forgive you. I'm gonna forget it. Never, because I'm gonna learn from it. You have stung me once. I'm never gonna let you do it ever again. And I'm done. Bye bye. Done, and that's it. Live your life at your best. And no one deserves so much of your time for you to think about them and plot revenge against them. They're dead to you. My mantra is you've done me wrong, you're dead to me. Period. I'm not gonna think about you. I'm not gonna waste a second on you. Do me wrong, you're dead to me. And that's what it should be like. Okay, so that's it for today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.